Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Abba and Preach.
Do a lift. You see some other people lifting around her. She struggles a little bit. Boom! Falls on her back. And there's a little highlight right there. The guy sees that, and he goes through his lift.
Locked in, bro! And he lifted that. Yeah, 100%. Live your life. And some people are going to ask, yo, you should have done something. She ain't dead. And I didn't do nothing. So we don't know how to act sometimes.
She ain't dead, and I didn't do nothing. That's a good way to go about things.
I'm not going to risk it. I've seen you before she did that lift. I'll tell you what happened. He was prepping and stuff and everything he was doing. Let me put my weights. She was putting her weight, but she also set up that camera. Yeah, she set up that camera to probably watch her form, because that's what people do when they're in the gym. They put the camera, they watch the form, right? So they can watch it later and see what they're doing. Sure. But he don't know that. Ain't no way I'm gonna go and then become. I'm not risking it. Nope. Let me just focus on my thing. Mm-hmm. We've seen all this stuff going wrong on social media. Let me just focus on whatever I gotta do. She ain't dead. I ain't mad at him. Would I
ain't mad either.
No.
Shout out to my Asian brother for holding it strong.
I would probably go out there and help the lady, but I understand why certain things happen, and then people are like, let me just mind my business. Let me just do my thing. And I noticed this I've noticed, maybe it's in my vacuum or things that I've seen in my area. People mind their business more and more.
What do you mean, Preach? Like, we talk about, at least I know they don't talk about it as much as us, but we talk about it all the time in our space. Is the reason why people are like this more is because of the Me Too movement and just the way women accuse men of things. It's always been men that always helped the damsel in distress or a person in need majority of the time, right? When you see a person walking an old lady across the street, it's usually a man or a boy, right? It's not women that are doing all of these nice things and helping out other women. So when you say, oh, you see it less and less, it's men that have taken a step back and said, we don't want to risk our lives because we care too much.
But there's a camera there. There's her. Maybe he did to help her after the clip cut. So there's a lot of things that we don't know. There's a lot of unknown. That's crazy. That could have been very dangerous. Like, I mean, yo, are you good?
Yeah. No, I don't understand that mindset. I think it's kind of silly. To me, it's not even like a woman or anything. I think if I just see someone fall in front of me, natural inclination is to just do something. And if I
see, and this is why I think ABBA, yes, great. You still have that thing inside of you that you haven't fought against this whole time because men have been fighting against this. Yes, men feel the exact same way as you. Almost all men feel the exact same way as you. It's kind of built into us. This is why our society has protected women and been so progressive overall. I mean, not progressive as in, we came to this level of technology, right? Like, it's not because men don't want to do it. No, we've seen the consequences and we've seen the allegations and he's a creep and getting blasted on the internet, and it's just not worth it. And men are actually fighting against their narrative, their programming to not help.
If I saw someone that just stared and they're like, person's on the floor, I think it's not like an indictment of everything, but I think it's weird, personally. Some people are like that, though. What do you want me to say? Some people, moral character.
See, he says it's weird because obviously they're not in our space and they're a lot more liberal than we are over here. But no, it's protecting yourself. There's nothing being weird about it.
They're not very strong, in my opinion.
Like, you say that, but what about the woman behind him or beside him or whatever? She didn't do anything either. Why are men the only ones expected to do something when something happens, even though there's other groups of women around?
To me, that's a failing.
Sure.
But I also don't do things when I see someone struggling so I can feel great. People have done things for me in the past. They didn't have to. They went out of their way to help me or to do me a solid. People I don't even know. And I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful thing.
True.
Because my life was a bit stressful. I was dealing with something and with somebody. So in my head, I'm just like, I should do the same. Because maybe that's going to help someone else out there. Maybe I'll never know, but I feel like the world is just a better place. Sometimes
you're thinking in such a world is a better place kind of thing, and the world isn't. Our world is what it is, and men would, even if we want to make it to a better place, we don't want to get punished for trying.
kind of bites you in the ass. It happens. There's definitely been times in my life where I try to be helpful to the wrong person and it didn't end up the best. Do I swear off help? No, because I feel like it would do such an injustice to all the people who did good things for me. And this is not gendered. This is not like age related. I really believe this anywhere I go in my life. And I think it's generally done good for me. Maybe I just...
I'm very similar to Abra, actually. You know what? Listening to how he speak, like, yes, I still open doors. I'm still very cordial because that's how I was raised. I was raised to respect elders. Like, even if you're 5 years older than me, I see you as an elder of me. I see you as a big brother or a big sister. And then if you're even 10 years and above that, then now you're an uncle to me. Like, that's just how, I guess, Cambodians or my family kind of sees things and what's raised me to see things.
Put some decent energy out there because honestly, I've traveled and I've had so many lucky breaks. So maybe it's a little self-involved. Maybe I'm trying to get them karma points even though I don't know if they exist. But truly, I think life is just better that way. So when I see this kind of stuff here, I'm like, maybe these people had bad luck. Maybe they've never had that. I don't know. Or maybe they've had a lot of good luck and they're ungrateful. Maybe they've had a lot of people do the little things and they don't even really take it in. How many times have I left my wallet somewhere? As I'm walking away, someone goes and reaches out to grab it and give it back to me. If I had enough fingers to count, nigga, I'd be the finger man.
What?
What?
It sounded cool. And
Hey, yo, the finger man is crazy. Hey, yo, the finger man.
Well, we all gotta take some L's sometimes, and that one was an L.
No. The finger man.
I do admit when he said that, I was like, wait, what?
You know what I wish? All the niggas from SVU come rolling in there.
Cameo.
And I'm kind of indiscriminate about that, though. To me, it's like, if a dude was in the same circumstance, I would act. If an old person was there, I would act. And I don't know, me in reality, I know people have this thing, oh, you help somebody, it just, fuck.
See, he also is discounting the camera. He's right. I would probably help. I would probably do a lot of these things, except for that camera being there. If that camera is there, I'm very unlikely to want to do anything in front of it.
It flips on your head. I don't know. You know, I've hit the button, helped a lot of people open the doors. I've never had someone be like, ugh. I think there's a bit of a exaggeration that people.
You know
make.
what I have?
No, you just never experienced it. I've even experienced it, and I'm just like a normal kind of guy where I just open the door and some girl's like, "Ugh, as if short game." I'm like, the hell? I just opened the door for you. I was like, you just happen to be behind me.
I still help them. I have people flipped on me because I held the door. Okay,
Yeah.
cool, whatever.
Yeah.
How often?
No, exactly. I'm like, okay, that was you. That was you.
Yes.
I'm still gonna help. I'm still gonna be like,
Yeah,
but I
I
have
still
people
do it.
flip out.
I agree
have
with that
people
one.
have a little bit of attitude. I'm like, okay,
Right, but
I still help.
But my question is like, how often?
No, not that often.
I could
It
say that
happens.
out of the hundreds of times, I might have had one person just walk through without saying thank you, and even then, I'm like, whatever.
Oh no, I'm not.
I've had plenty of people not say thank you. The thank you thing is whatever, but you know, like, yeah, I do get a lot of people say thank you. 50% say thank you.
talking about things.
But I'm just saying that's probably my most negative. But like, even if someone had been like, "Don't do that again," I'm not gonna stop being kind to people because some people would be like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
and
you're
like,
the
what's the
problem.
worst that could happen? Oh, why'd you get close to me? All right, then whatever, bitch.
There's a lot worse that can happen when you're too kind to people, Abba. Like, I don't think you're saying it the right way here. Like, yes, opening the door is some kind of kindness that doesn't really blow back at you, but just being too kind to people, yeah, they take advantage of you.
So good luck. And if the video gets put out, you're gonna look stupid. The idea that someone's gonna reprimand me because I checked in on someone falling, it's not real. So I don't know. I think sometimes we push the narrative a little bit too far, where it's a little bit diluted. Now, if you choose not to, you can choose not to. And also people can look at you and it's like, you didn't help someone who may have been hurt seriously. That's a bit weird. If he runs over immediately, some people say he's assuming she can't handle it.
No, she's already down. She already proved that she can't handle it.
Oh my
She
God.
obviously cannot handle it. If you, she disappeared like a cartoon, bro.
Yeah, the way she felt was
felt like
crazy.
a cartoon.
Like she slammed her back down. Like, yes, she was rolling out of it. Maybe she's fine. I don't know. I'm not buying the narrative that she falls. And if the man goes, hey, are you okay? Do you need help? And she goes, yes or no, that people are going to see that interaction go, whoa! People exaggerate. Do you think that's a real
Sure,
reaction
I can
people
see
have?
the exaggerating
Now, if he
part,
goes-
but we've also seen it done. That's the thing. We've seen some of these things done, even if it was such an over exaggeration, as you say.
The grabber and starts yanking her up. You shouldn't do that anyways, because medically it might be bad. But I don't think it's a bad thing to, like the way they're framing it. They're like, oh, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, come on, who's really getting damning you because you did?
You know what thing that happened also? You know what thing that happened? And I think that the reason why people think that way is that because of the algorithm. You see stories like that, a story like that, you're going to see another story where the girl reacts, and then you're going to watch that story. You're going to scroll the comments and see what happened. Or you're going to get proposed another story like that, another thing that happened when the person overreacts. True. And then you think that that's reality. You are filled with that. You see 4 or 5 clips, and you're like, well,
I do agree with this, that I think a lot of young men think that most of what we see here is all of reality. And it is very cherry-picked in a sense that it's not everyone. It is maybe just a large subset of people. It might not even be the majority of people. It's just a very large subset of people.
I've seen 4 or 5 clips that were like that. It must happen a lot. No, it's 4 or 5 clips out of all the times that it happened. So I can understand that people because of the algorithm and people are stuck on their phone, they're like, yo, they get fed stuff like that where people overreact, but it doesn't really happen. But you're fed the ones that are overreacting.
I don't know this never happens thing, but
like
I can see the overreacting.
People that are overreacting. So you think, it must be true, and it must happen a whole lot of time.
Kim, are you okay?
Holy shit, are you okay? I have a boyfriend. I like that.
Oh no, to me it's just
No, that's funny. That's funny.
Again, she set up a camera to do what she needed to do. I don't think anybody has anything to say about someone having to help or not.
You know, I have under the bar. I have a boyfriend.
with the cops it's even better.
Yeah, the what?
The cops.
Yeah,
make it even
exactly.
better.
Because she ate it. Boom. I have a boyfriend. Ouch. That's funny.
Someone said, "Don't worry, guys. The bear finna help." Petty as shit.
Petty, but I love it.
Okay, you know what though? I will say,
But the bear is.
I don't think this is a reasonable reaction, but I will say there's a lot of people who spend quite a lot of time online demonizing dudes. Be above that shit. You can't demand independence and demand intervention. Which one is it?
Those are not synonyms.
And who's demanding that you do anything? It's just a normal civil society.
You kind of demanded it. You called it weird when he didn't. And that's somewhat of a demand, because if he would have helped, you wouldn't have said it was weird. But because he didn't help, you said it weird. You shamed him in a sense.
I genuinely think the internet makes me feel like people might truly be socially retarded. I think they're just too online brained, and then it's bleeding over a little bit. Yeah, and look, I'm sure it's not even just for the guy. I'm sure for the other people in the back, I would hope somebody steps up. Now, look, there's some.
Yeah, again, we're just focusing on the guy. The woman was there. We're not saying anything about the woman didn't want to help, right? Like this again, we always just focus on the guy.
Effect of the bystander effect, where if you see so many people in the area around you, you're expecting someone else to intervene. I get it to a degree. I understand that, especially if you're one of the people in the further back, you're going to expect someone else to be who's closer to jump in. I don't know. I could never imagine someone falling in front of me, and I'm just like, oh, hey, move out the way, bitch, and just step over.
He didn't say that. See, he wasn't like that. Now you're being outrageous. No, he just kept doing what he was doing.
I just
He didn't just walk all
Ran
over
away.
her.
Can you be clumsy somewhere else?
I don't know what this guy lived. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. You know what I think? I think his reaction is one thing. I think the people justifying it are even weirder. I think his reaction is one thing because in the moment.
No, see, I don't think you're weird for saying that. People can justify this particular action, right? Because there's plenty of repercussions for this action.
Listen, you might choke, whatever. The people being like with some rationale and like some actual distance from it, being like, yeah, this is fucking no. That's the weird one. I thought it was interesting because I didn't think the reaction would be like that, but maybe I'm the weird. What do you think?
You are.
There's a lot of things that's been
Because if you think about it, Preach reacted the same way I did. Haha. You know, right? And then ABBA was the only one that without, I'm pretty sure most of my audience is going to be similar to me and Preach on this one.
promoted out there in the past years. So I can understand why
exactly.
he's acting that way. I'm not saying, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I can agree. I'm not saying it's good. I never said it was good. I always said it's the downfall of society. But I can understand why he didn't want to help.
Help her or do exactly what he did. Go on, bro. No. It's like people, there's something that happens in the metro, something fall, and you put your phone out and you film. What? And there's been some instances where something happened, and I've seen a couple of clips where people had, like, or in the metro, someone fall, they film. Okay, you might not want to touch the person because you don't want to electrocute yourself. Call security. There are buttons in the metro that you could press to stop the line. Like, but taking out your phone or just being like, well, you shouldn't stand that close. It's fucked up to me.
Yeah,
it is.
You know, I've tried to help people in certain situations, and like it was just unnecessary because help was already on the way. Apparently, and I didn't know. And you know, then you just kind of stand there looking like you just moved around for nothing.
You try to do something.
I'm just saying, there's been times where you kind of feel a bit dumb, you know, as a result of doing that. But I told myself, like, I would rather do that and look a bit stupid than do nothing, and then something that could have been prevented happened. Bro, you know, like I've offered to help somebody. It's like, oh no, someone's already handling it. I'm like, oh my bad. Okay, cool. And I just leave. I want you guys to look at your life. Have people looked out for you that you didn't know? It could have been in passing. Someone reminded you.
I can agree with what ABBA is saying. Yes, I've been helped by strangers plenty of times. They've given me directions, helped me out in other countries and things like that. It's definitely a thing. But it's also, they didn't have to. And we don't have to. Can we repay it back forward? Yes, I can agree with that. Pay it forward. But you don't have to.
Did you that your door was unlocked on your cars before you walked away? Somebody returned your keys to you. Somebody returned your wallet, your passport, whatever it could be. Think about all those instances. Somebody just went out, opened it, and didn't ask for nothing. I think we might not know each other. There might not be like a community like this. But I think life is just cooler when people just try. Sometimes it doesn't always go well, but it don't mean you should stop. That's my personal message to people.
I love the fact that you said earlier, you said, yeah, sometimes you feel dumb and, you know, you like something just happened and maybe help is on the way. That's not that. That just happened, all right? It's like the guy didn't go like, bam, help is on the way. You know what I mean?
Let me give you an example right here. This happens, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe her boyfriend's right there. So he goes to help. He's like, and the boyfriend goes, I got this. You're good. Right? It's the exact same idea.
Sure.
But I get what you're saying. You're right.
Sure. But
yes.
Yeah, that just happened. That just fucking happened.
Again, I can see where they're coming from. Like, yes, people should help each other. Yes, society would be better. I say it all the time. But women have made it this way. Men are fighting their narratives to not want to do this. It's actually in men's DNA almost to want to help these things. But why? Because I feel an urge to want to help these things all the time. And I talk to my friends, they have that same urge. So it's in our DNA. I just saw the video on Instagram, like I said, and I just thought it was funny. And then I saw ABBA and Preach react to it. I was like, what is their take on this in particular? And I figured that ABBA would have a different take than us. And then Preach would have a very similar take to us. Because I know them enough now. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.